welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for all collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Goldar. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. If that's your sort of thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you stay notified when I do upload new content. And if you do enjoy this video or any other content that I put out, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It is free and easy for you to do, and it really helps the channel grow. With all that out of the way, guys, once again, we are going to be taking a look at that Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Goldar, from, of course, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, this guy was a recurring role on the Power Rangers. He was technically Rita Repulsa's right-hand man, and then eventually, of course, Lord Zedd's right-hand man. And, of course, there is a second GameStop exclusive version of this guy with his wings. This is not it. This is just the basic standard version of it. And I'm actually kind of happy because I've seen a video review of it and comparison, and the gold on that one doesn't look too good. And the wings are pretty large, and my Power Ranger shelf is very small and limited in space. I'm just collecting the ones that I absolutely love, and if it really came down to having to sell one of my collections in my collection, it definitely would be first my Power Rangers Lightning collection. However, the exception to that would be my Power Rangers and TMNT crossover figures. Those are never getting sold, but I would be willing to sell and part with my Lightning collection, regular Power Rangers, if that case in time did happen to come. So yeah, that's why I'm happy with this version, because like I said, the gold is a little better, the detailing's a little better, and of course, it's a little more compact as a figure. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and take a look at all the stuff that this guy comes with. Now, in terms of being a Lightning collection figure, this guy is a little light on accessories, whereas most of them come with alternate heads and alternate hands and maybe a few extra weapons. This guy essentially just comes with alternate hands, but that makes sense. He doesn't have too much in the show besides what you see on him there, which is his sword. So yeah, not too much to give him in general. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the stuff that he comes with, or the two extra hands that he does come with. So he does come with a pair of secret hands that he does have in currently, as well as a right action hand, so it can be like grabbing, reaching, or all sorts of different kinds of stuff, and also a left-handed fisted hand right there. So yeah, that is all the accessories that this guy comes with. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and pull him forward and take a look at the last two accessories that this guy has. So I shouldn't have said that that's all that he comes with. That's all that he comes with that he's not currently holding or wearing. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the lightning effect that he comes with, which on the sword it actually looks really fucking cool. So super cool. I absolutely love that about this figure, and it actually fits it very snugly. It is this red lightning looking stuff. Obviously it's supposed to be like fiery stuff, so it looks really cool. I absolutely love it. Why don't we go ahead and pull his sword out of his hand, which is basically his weapon of choice throughout the entire run of his appearance on the show, whether it be the early episodes or the later ones. It's a pretty decent sculpt, not perfect, but I do like that they added the red right there where it should be, and then the nice gold paint applications right there just to give it some life and color. But yeah, overall just a typical Hasbro weapon. Bendy and soft, but not quite as much as McFarlane's, thankfully, so it does hold its shape. As you can see, it is pretty damn straight for a piece of plastic, especially versus, the McFarlane ones that tend to bend and stay bent. So that is it when it comes to accessories. So why don't we go ahead and pull him forward so we can get a nice closer look at this guy, because he does have some nice detailing and texturing. Even though he didn't come with too much, you can definitely tell that the money went into the tooling of this sculpt. And I have to give it to Hasbro and this line that they are constantly just pumping these guys out with very unique sculpts. I guess, some of the Rangers can be reused, but like some of these villains and monsters and stuff, I mean, look how unique all these pieces are. So, and all the texturing on the shoulder pads, on the insides. I like the little green dots that they gave them, the little red accent right there, the blue purplish face right there, and then the red eyes. Super cool. So yeah, absolutely love this guy. So here's the wings right here that technically should be big wings, but they were taken away from him, so he had these back there. I just noticed that his tail actually has a little latch or loop to go through, so it's not all hanging and stuff. Probably to help him in battle so nobody can step on it, or he doesn't, take a step back on his own tail. So yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and move on into articulation. So he can look all the way to the right. You just have to play with his little ponytails right there, but he can look pretty decently side to side. Then I guess you gotta just move it with him. He can look down, not too far, but just a bit. Can't really look back up because his helmet and his hair, but you also don't get too much head tilt. These things don't really pop out too much, but I guess in moving the head side to side, I guess it did kind of hit it. But taking a look at his arm articulation, he can go out to just under a T pose. As you can see, his arms don't quite lock out straight. You do have a butterfly joint in there, 360 rotation at the shoulder, but you do have this big fat shoulder pad right there, so just keep that in mind. You do get rotation at the bicep at the top right there. You do get double hinge elbow joint right there, but once again, his armor on his forearm and his bicep clash, so kind of hinders it. You do get rotation at the wrist, 360, and it does hinge in and out. Taking a look at his upper articulation at his torso, he does rotate. He doesn't crunch though, but he does have a designated ab crunch right there, so that way he can crunch forward that much, crunch back that much. And taking a look at his leg articulation, he cannot join the cheerleading squad because that's as far back as he will kick out. He does come with an upper thigh cut, which is nice. He does come with double hinge knees, but once again, his armor plating is very thick, so it prevents him from going too far up. Taking a look at his legs going out, he can kick out that far. He cannot kick back at all. And last but not least, taking a look at his ankle articulation, it will go down that far. It will go up basically just straight and flat, and of course you get a ball rocker hinge. And real quick, I just want to take a look at his feet. This guy has like chicken feet. I just noticed, well, I noticed a while ago, but it's just pretty funny that this guy has like chicken feet because he does have wings like a chicken, so maybe Goldar's part chicken. But don't tell him that. He'll get really fucking pissed. I mean, look at him. He's already fucking pissed. But anyways, guys, it's super cool to have. And honestly, I'll probably end up utilizing this guy more in crossover photography than Power Ranger photography because I gotta be honest, collecting the Power Rangers Lightning collection line is more of a guilty pleasure to me than, actually utilizing them for toy photography and stuff. I just like looking at them and thinking about my childhood. But with that being said, join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. And join me every Wednesday on Instagram at CoolFigurez for Coffee and Toys Live, where I will speak to a new guest every week. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out. If you like what you see, leave me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of any figures I do reviews on for this channel, go ahead and check me out over on TikTok at CoolFigurez. That's where I post all my unboxings. And join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. thank you so much to this channel sponsor, CoolFigurez Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, Pokemon card, and toy print needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. CoolFigurez Store, check them out, guys.